Agile Automotive PEP 2017. It's my pleasure to be here with Bernhard Kaiser.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Would you firstly introduce yourself and tell us what your position is at Assystem Germany?
My name is Bernhard Kaiser. I am an electrical engineer with a PhD in informatics. Since 2001, I'm occupied with functional safety, and after several career steps, I'm now head of Competence Center in Safety and Systems Engineering at the engineering service provider Assystem Germany, which means that I have a local team here in Berlin where I'm located, but I'm also the coordinator of all people doing safety and systems engineering all over Germany. It's about 35 people.
How do you get in touch with agility?
I have to admit that I'm a newbie to agile development, when I developed software on my own, it was with a phase model, of course, at the time. It's many years ago. But I'm observing it. Our customers, which are car makers and tier 1 suppliers, start transforming their processes into agile. And I am well aware that I will not stop this trend, so I have to moderate it, to say what is important from safety point of view. The safety standards still are written with a V model in mind, and how can we adapt them to agile development.
You're also going to moderate a Challenge Your Peers session later on the topic of agility and embedded function and safety. Could you tell us a bit more what the session is going to be about, or what you're hoping to take away?
The session belongs to a group of sessions termed Challenge Your Peers. So it's meant as a discussion. I think how agile development can be reconciled with functional safety is something quite new, quite innovative. Although many companies have to deal with it. So there is a lot of possibility to exchange. How are you doing it? What are the main challenges you see? It's rather a discussion than a presentation, because I'm a learner on this field, and I hope that the different disciplines and different companies can bring the progress on that field a little bit further.
What do you think are the main reasons for being occupied by agile methodologies?
I think the V model has been criticized for good reasons as taking too long for innovative cycles. In the past, it may have been worked for heavy industries and also automotive industries. They had production cycles every 3 to 4 years, a new car. But now we are facing a lot of innovation that goes at a much faster pace. And I think agile is the most obvious answer we have to this today. But agile, of course, had not things like safety and reliability in mind. So I think there must be something like a compromise between both worlds. The classical V model approach with the steps and milestones and all the reviewed cycles and the fixed requirements and test cases, and the agile world that allows for a faster pace. And I think we absolutely have to occupy ourselves with agile development. Even being a safety engineer, we cannot simply preach what was true in the last decade. We have to be at the pace of the industry that we are consulting.
Do you see a difference in the understanding of agile between OEMs and tier 1s?
I see differences in general between different companies and different industry domains, because at the core of agile development, I think we had the classical software industries with techniques like extreme programming and Scrum. This applies to the automotive industry only partly, where the tier 1s are making embedded software or the OEMs are making functions. But here we have also to deal with hardware development, especially at the tier 1s. So each company in the production chain has to find its own solution. There is no general way. You cannot simply adapt from software industry to embedded and car industry.
How do you like the conference so far?
So far it was very interesting. We had quite interesting presentations, at least 2 of them really dealing with safety for innovative automated driving function, which is clearly the most challenging field today in the automotive industry. And I learned a lot already in the first half day.
What are you expecting from this conference or hoping to take away?
First, I hope to make new contacts with people who are in the cut set of agile and safety. And then, of course, I have to learn a lot, because I think I'm a well-known expert on the safety field, but a complete newbie to Agile. And in the future, I will have to manage both. And yeah, I'm a learner here.
So I hope the conference will bring you great learning, and thank you for being here.
I'm sure it will, and thank you.